Alright guys, today in the shop here, I'm working on the front bumper cover for a 2017 Chevy Equinox. The bumper comes primed from GM. Of course, you've got to paint it the correct factory color, which I've already done. And then I realized these closeout panels that are attached to the inside of the bumper, they come with a instruction kit from GM that says that you need to glue them in with an epoxy. And they give you all kinds of fancy instructions on how to prep plastic like you don't already know, and this and that. But what they don't tell you is the fact that the closeout panels, when you go to put them inside the inner part of the bumper cover, they don't even mate to the surface. First of all, the bumper cover is like trying to work on a pancake in the first place because of how floppy it is. As you can see, I mean, it moves all over the place. And when you try to put the closeout panels in, these surfaces have such large gaps all the way around that there's no way you're going to be able to put glue under here and hold it in place long enough for the glue to dry and have this thing be in the correct place. I mean, you can't clamp anything to it because it's painted on the outside. You know, if they made the closeout panel actually fit the inside of the bumper cover, that would make sense. But since it didn't fit, and I didn't see any way I was going to be able to glue these things in here, unless I had somebody stand here for 30 minutes and hold them while the glue dried. So like I said, look at the gap from the bumper cover to the closeout panel. Sometimes there's like a 1/4 of an inch gap all the way around here, and there's still a pretty good gap right there. It's where it doesn't mate to the surface. So what I actually did was I got my plastic welder out, and I put a wire from one side here of the bumper cover all the way to the other with a couple zip ties so that I didn't scratch the paint. And then I drew that wire in so that it kind of was in more of the shape of being on the front of the vehicle. And then I was able to kind of get the closeout panel in somewhat of the right place. And as I held it from the outside with one hand, I could squeeze it in on the inside, and then I just started in the corners. I tacked the corner with the plastic welder there, tacked it there, up in here, and then up in this corner. And that kind of held it in place for me so that I was able to continue to do the same thing, go around and squeeze it with my hand, and then plastic weld as I went along. I still need to finish this side, but I figured before I got it all on there, I'd show you how bad the gaps were on it and how much of a pain it actually was to do. So nice job on that design, GM. All right, hope this helps somebody. Good luck.